Good evening, everybody. So hope everybody's having a good Valentine's Day. I am. I was actually hanging out playing a little COD, a little Call of Duty, and then this thing came over the wire, and I was like, man, I gotta kind of get out there and talk about this. So I got a, I guess a big update. I hope that's not really considered clickbait, but I want everyone that actually is in here. I actually have a special guest at the very end. I wanted to make just a quick announcement, but and I'm going to say that to the very end here. But I wanted to talk about this letter that came out and talking about Jeff Younger's case. So everyone should probably know that Jeff Younger, he's the gentleman out of Dallas area here that where his son. I have to use my words carefully because, of course, all the blue hairs are wanting to strike down anything that doesn't go against what they want. But everyone should be pretty familiar with his case at this point, with them wanting to snip off the man parts and chemically castrate. I think there's their method of choice. The Jeff has spent every time I say the number, it keeps going up. I think it's like 1.2 million, maybe even more at this point. But he last bit of information I have is that he had his case had went to the state supreme court, where they basically allowed, doing their little mumbo jumbo, the his ex-wife, who'd already got her license. She's actually a pediatrician, but actually got her to move over to California, where they're moving him. Where obviously they were friendly to those things over in Cali, and the state said, yeah, this would never happen. So that unfortunately has happened, and versus showing information on that, I'm gonna leave it up to the smart viewers. They can go to YouTube, type in Jeff Younger Save James or Jeff Younger, and all that information out there. And we all know what the GOP has done to Jeff. Jeff did what a few people are willing to do, and that's go under complete hell and actually put his hat in the ring to become a House rep, and he would have been one hell of a rep. But the GOP Republicans actually decided to support his opponent and give I guess a relatively unknown guy the nod and all their money and support, rather than have a guy that they claim to support. So that gives you an idea of where the grand old party is at this point. But I wanted to share some news that came over just a bit ago, or at least that I just became aware of a little bit ago. And that is one of the folks here, Brian Slayton. He had has just filed, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Oh, it's a big smoochy smooch, little Judy Brown there. Boy, I just had another idea for another surprise guest I could have on. Again, I hope it's not clickbait. I think it's gonna be kind of good. People enjoy it, and I plan on doing more stuff like that. But anyway, so Brian has filed articles of impeachment to be brought against Judge Mary Brown. This should, I mean, in a normal, non-matrixy world, that would have he should have even never had to write it, especially in Texas. But he actually has to write articles of impeachment. And went out on the actually I pulled the bill. There's a House resolution, but pulled it up on Legiscan. Again, this is that free service. You can type stuff in, all kinds of great info. But here he has filed it as of today. And long story short, boy, he calls out Judge Mary Brown, judge of the 31st Judicial District, demonstrated conduct unbecoming of a human being. I mean, a judge. By violating the Texas Code of Judiciary Conduct, now therefore be it resolved, yada yada yada, all sort of fun stuff in here that basically she's not really a good person. And I'm gonna call out, make a shout out to Jeff Morgan, the Godfather here, of going after her. We need 1,000 more just like him to call these judges out. Maybe get some stuff done here. But Jeff has done a phenomenal job. If you don't know who Jeff is, get out from under the rock or whatever the heck you're doing, because Jeff is on fire for this stuff, and has a special spot in his heart for Judge Mary Brown. You can see some of the antics and the fun that he's put her through. Again, fleeting, unfortunately, or didn't end the way we'd all would have hoped, because again, the 99% of the people are in the matrix. They don't want to be unplugged from the matrix, and they just vote stupidly as they normally do. But this guy, Brian Slayton, He has done what, or he's doing something that it seems like none of the other reps and no one else. And I'm going to have a rep on here in a bit, so stay tuned. I should say that is our special guest. But anyway, this guy has done what the rest of the legislators can't do, or attorney general, the governor, blah 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 blah. And it just shows what a complete farce. I want to say fart, but a complete farce what the Republican Party is. And what really sucks is I vote Republican 99% of the time. I say I'm a conservative. But yeah, the GOP, the Republican Party, is nothing of what they told us about in the books and the Cracker Jack boxes. I don't know what the hell's wrong with these idiots, but this is where we're at. No, before we forget, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a good-looking guy. I'm not in fashion. I probably shouldn't be given help or be allowed on a mic at all anywhere. But anywhere this is streaming, these are my personal opinions. You got a problem? Come to me. And I'll call it out. I think Judge Mary Brown. I hate to even say judge. I mean Judge Judy is a judge. I like her spunk and chutzpah. And there's a number of good judges out there. Judge Mary Brown ain't one of them from what I've seen. I've watched a lot of her shows before, or her YouTube stuff, because I like to give everybody a fair shake. Before she took them down and played the Mickey Mouse games that these yahoos like to do. And if you want to be treated like an honorable person, act honorably. I'll sit and wait. But I kind of wanted to throw something out there for Brian here. Good job. I actually had to do a quick search. I was thinking of Brian Hughes, and I'm like, whoa, I can get this guy any street cred, because the other yahoo with what he's doing with the retroactive child support. But no, it's Brian Slayton. Good guy. And I would just say, everybody, give this guy a holler. 512-463-0880. He's out of Greenville. Give him a shout and tell him, hey, good job. Thanks. Thank him for doing what the rest of these no good wannabe humans what they're not willing to do. So, give him a shout out. And with that, I wanted to, kind of pulled out there to a few places and asked around to see, if any other representatives had anything they wanted to say, and I was able to find one. So let me pull him into the screen, or the share here. Let me see if I can pull him up. It'll take just a minute here. I got to get all my stuff in a row. Yeah, he's not too much up on stuff.
But
Here.
it is,
Let's see. Whoa, that didn't work there. Oh, here he is. Yeah. All right, got him right there. Let's see. He did a pre-recorded thing, so we got to kind of like let that go. But let's see what he's got to say. I haven't listened to it yet.
My name is David Cook, and I just read that bill from Brian Slayton about impeaching Mary Brown. Wow, that's what a real representative looks like.
Huh. Wow. You know what? Good hats off there to David Cook. Oh, we got some chats here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jeff is on. I was giving some kudos. Let's see what Jeff's got to say here. See, Evan Young worked for Baker Boss LLP, a law firm that worked with Lambda League. Lambda. Isn't that like from Revenge of the Nerds? Lambda Moo, or whatever? Legal to sue for LGBTRPRTQ rights. No conflict of interest. Yeah, big time. Let's see. Oh, we got another comment here. See, I switched everything around to get this done. I didn't even see any of the stuff coming in there. Mary Brown, have we got a sweetheart deal for you? Boy, let's see here. And then, is she a human being? No. And then, Linda Jones. Let's see here. Can you just get to the big news? Wow. Okay. Well, I did. So there you go. Let's see. And then Jeff also responded back, one of the few guys and also with the backbone. That seems like there's unfortunately very few and far between guys and girls that willing to stand up for Texans. But anyway, I want to make this quick. For Linda there, I went ahead and got to the big news. I hope you weren't disappointed. Of course, sounds like you probably were. But anyway, that is the big news. Like I said, reach out to Brian and give him big hearty congratulations and a thank you for standing up for Jeff and and James. Hopefully nothing bad has happened to him. Um, that's their prayers are with him. Hopefully, we can get him back home in one piece instead of multiple. All right. Well, with that, again, like to make these short and sweet. Again, it's Valentine's Day. Wanting to do my thing there. Oh, hey, you got Roman on. Woo, got Roman. Yeah, I plan on doing a lot more stuff with this. Again, over the last week or so, I think, yeah, a week or so, I've been doing horrible bills in Texas, stuff like that. And we just got to get this out, and hopefully we can get people interested in this. I'm going to do my darndest to provide some edutainment, since that's kind of like the way things work. And see here, Gwen, thank God for Brian Slayton. Yeah. Yeah, and Gwen, his information's up there on the screen. Shoot him an email, phone calls, send him some flowers. They'll be cheap tomorrow, day after Valentine's Day. I mean, you can get candy 75% off too. Who knows? Maybe like a Snickers bar or something. I remember that scene from Ghostbusters where he hands them a Snickers at the end saying he deserved it. But yeah, I mean, when these, again, I tread real lightly when dealing with our legislators, just because I know a lot of the back office stuff, and they play a lot of WWE wrestling nonsense. But we get these little wins like this to try to bring out the good along with all the bad, which is really easy to do. So here's one where the guy has actually done it. If it's going to fall under that thing that they all love to do, which is the whole back, and we do it to look conservative, but we're going to kill it because we got all this other stuff. And that it is what it is. All we can do is kind of work with that. But I would say, hey, maybe if they hear enough people saying, hey, good job, and gets enough notice, maybe something good will happen. So, anywho, Brian, thanks again for doing what apparently the rest of Texas won't do, including our governor, on 3 separate occasions. And for the Republicans out there that are ticked off by me ripping on them, you know what? The people need to be angry at as well, yourself and the Republicans that I'm ripping. They're the ones. Oh, we got Claudia on here. Let's see. Claudia met with Rep. Slayton recently. He supports enforcing custodial interference. Glad to see he filed for Jeff Younger. Yeah. I need to get more people involved in the 2503 custodial interference stuff. So far, like I've said for years now, it's the Diet Coke of state jail felonies. It's just a bad thing. Let's see, Jeff, Dwayne, we need to call the other legislators and tell them to get behind Brian. Yeah, if we could get people involved more so than figuring out who wins the Super Bowl or who's winning the Grammys or and all that, we could actually get something done. But we got a couple old farts like us leading the charge, trying to get stuff done. I don't know about you, but after I take my Metamucil and my one a day, I get kind of out of energy. There's only so much us old farts can do. I'm waiting for the youngins to get in, and the mass media, the mass people to start getting together, as opposed to caring who gets the most TikTok likes or whatever. That's that's the only stuff is going to change. So I'd love, hey, big call out to everybody to start getting involved. Start the conversations. Let's see. Jeff's also call Jeff. Call Jeff Leach, Matt Shaheen, Brian Hughes, and Jared Patterson. Well, Jeff, what should I call them? I'm not allowed to use certain language after the way these guys have really sold out the Texas people. Our children, everybody. There's not really much I can. There's nothing nice I can say to them. I know that. So I wouldn't even know what to call them at this point. I have some thoughts, but I can't think of anything nice. Anything nice to say to them at this point. And you know what? kind of the little thing that's special, whatever, that David Cook just put on for us all here. I foresee having some more special guests on, like Jeff Leach and Brian Hughes and the rest of the Shenanigang. Ooh, that's a new word. I'm going to coin that, Shenanigang. And we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this. I mean, we're gonna go down more than likely because again, no one wants to band together to fight this. I'm gonna go down, but I'm gonna go down, I guess, having fun and causing as much mayhem as possible. So we will, I'm gonna do my part. Hope everybody else does their part to try to make some change here. That's kind of all I got. But I hope everybody's having a good Valentine's Day. I'm on a live stream with y'all at almost 9 p.m. on a Central Standard Time on Valentine's Day. So kind of let you know how my day is going so far. I'm just joking. Just joking, honey. I'm just joking. I know you gave me a little bit of time to do this because this came up and it was a big deal. So wanted to get that out to everybody to hopefully they're educated as well as being entertained. Do my best. So anyway, if you're trying to get educated, check out pissedoffparent.com. If you're looking for merchandise to start conversations, Dad Talk Today has T-shirts and tumblers I like to brag about. Got my Dad Talk Today thing. And if anybody else is out there that making shirts to start, and those shirts do start conversations. I wore one over the weekend and it got some conversation started. So do what you can to support and like, share, subscribe for all the groups here that are restreaming this out to everybody, and share this with other people and get them educated. That's the only way this stuff is going to change, if enough people get together and fight this. So with that, we're going to let you get back to your Valentine's Day plans. I'm going to get back to my Valentine's Day plan. Give Brian a shout. Brian Slayton. Well, if you want to call the other Brian, knock yourself out. But give Brian Slayton a thumbs up. Great job for doing this. And as we get more information on more of these crappy bills coming in, we're going to do some more research on them. Make sure we got a good list there, and get that information out to hopefully educate everybody and get you guys ticked off enough for your grandkids and your kids that you're actually going to do something. So. Till next time, y'all have